As of 2019, 80% of people in Australia are shopping online, and very soon, 1 out of every 10 items will be purchased off an e-commerce store. This means it's time to meet your customers where they are online. If you're a business that's looking to expand your digital footprint with an online store, chances are you've probably started researching e-commerce platforms, specifically Shopify and WooCommerce. But the question is, which platform should you go with? Don't worry, in this video, we've got you covered. We're going to be weighing up the pros and cons of Shopify and WooCommerce to help you in your decision-making process. Hi guys, it's Liv here from Neighbourhood, where we help brands find, sell, and keep their people. So first up, let's get to know the two e-commerce platforms we're comparing. Firstly, Shopify is an e-commerce platform that allows you to create a website and use their shopping cart solution in order to sell, ship, and manage your products all in one place. It allows you to add new products, process orders, and manage your store data with ease. WooCommerce, on the other hand, is best for those with an already existing WordPress site who are looking to diversify their business with an online store. It's a WordPress plugin that's an open source, which means anyone can use the platform or modify it to meet their needs. Next important question, how much does each platform cost? Shopify is a subscription-based platform, so if you know which level of plan you're on, you'll know what charges to expect each and every month, which is a plus for budgeting. There are 3 levels of packages and pricing you can choose from. The basic Shopify at $29 USD per month, Shopify at $79 USD per month, which is aimed at someone looking to grow their business, and finally there is Shopify Advanced at $299 USD per month, which is for larger scale e-commerce businesses looking to scale. There are also a range of features, which I'll get into shortly, that come with Shopify right out of the box, even at the basic level. Here are just a few of the core features, the pricing structure, and the card transaction fees direct from their website. One of the biggest callouts from the suite of Shopify packages is the free SSL certificate, hosting, and subdomain, all included across the board. Regardless of the size of your business, whether you're starting out or whether you've been around for a little while, Shopify have pricing plans to match. On the other hand, WooCommerce is a free open source software plugin, so technically it doesn't cost you anything. However, there are a number of items that don't come with the plugin. There are additional costs such as hosting, cost of a theme if you choose a paid one, domain name, SSL certificate, and if there are any other extensions or features you need to add, it could cost you. There's no definitive number for WooCommerce, as it really depends on your requirements and what's not offered to you out of the box. While it might sound pretty good that it's free, it does require more setup, and you could run into unforeseen costs down the track. WooCommerce technically is the cheaper option out of the two. However, as I've mentioned, you could end up paying more as you add more extensions and require more features. With Shopify, you at least know exactly what you're going to hit with every month, which for a business just starting out is essential to stay afloat. Moving on, how does Shopify design? Shopify makes it super simple for anyone with no design experience to create a website that's not only functional, but looks professional. Shopify outsources their designs to a group of professional web designers who often add updated themes which are current and engaging. There are between 8 to 10 free Shopify themes for you to choose from at any one time, and they have 2 to 3 styles or variations to choose from. If none of the free themes take your fancy, there's always the option to spend a little more with the paid options, which range from $140 to $180, and at time of writing, there was also an ample 64 options, all with their own styles. To avoid the risk of using similar themes as other Shopify users, customizing your chosen design is essential. With no developer experience, you can alter basic colors and styles. It's for the more significant changes that you'll require the help of a more experienced developer. So how does WooCommerce design? WooCommerce is basically a plugin for WordPress, which means it doesn't necessarily offer design traits of its own. However, it does open the door to countless themes available to WordPress. In most, but not every case, you'll be able to use any of the numerous WordPress themes and make it work alongside WooCommerce to deliver a complete website. If design is particularly important to you, it's worthwhile starting with a WooCommerce theme and working backwards for your website. The WooCommerce website is actually a theme of theirs called Storefront, which you can select yourself or use their range of child themes for Storefront. Most of the themes cost $39 a piece, but there's the odd WooCommerce theme that costs up to about $119 each. While both are completely customizable, the variety of options available to you from WooCommerce and WordPress make it the more superior platform. That's not to say that themes available on Shopify aren't high quality and you wouldn't be able to find an option. There's just many more options available through WooCommerce. At the end of the day, it will come down to your own design and preference and how you wish to portray your brand. Now let's have a look at the features. How feature-rich is Shopify? There are a whole range of apps which allow you to integrate and essentially do anything you could need your e-commerce store to do. This is a pretty significant list of the essential Shopify features they offer right off the bat, which you should check out in the article below. To give you a bit of a comparison, some of these free features offered with a Shopify subscription would cost you an additional $700 to $900 on WooCommerce. So how feature-rich is WooCommerce? As it's part of WordPress and is open source, developers around the globe create various extensions and plugins for you to add to your website. If you're tech savvy enough and can find the right plugins for your website, there isn't much you won't be able to do. Not everything is free, however, you can still do enough through the free tools to get by. We've listed the features below in the article, so check it out. Again, which one you choose is completely down to your own personal preference. However, out of the box, Shopify delivers more features than tools. Everything Shopify has on offer is designed entirely at making your online store function efficiently and make it as easy as possible to operate. While WooCommerce certainly is feature-rich, it requires a little more understanding to add new features and extensions. If you enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe and leave a like. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that bell so you can stay up to date on all of our latest videos delivered every week to your inbox. Finally, let's assess the ease of use of each platform overall. I mentioned just before that Shopify is designed entirely to make your life easier and build an efficient, effective online store that's easy to use. As long as you've got basic computer skills and don't still use Windows 95, I think you're going to be okay. The most important factor is that you don't need any design or website development skills in order to set up a basic store. Everything from adding products, creating orders, discount codes, and analytics is all easily accessible and intuitive for first-time users. It's worth attempting to learn yourself how it all works, but if it's too hard, they have an extensive help center which answers most, if not all, questions. It's also worth noting that I left a link in the description to a webinar we recently did on how to build an online store in one day with Shopify. Definitely would recommend you check it out if you're a first-time user. So, is WooCommerce easy to use? Technically, once it's set up, yes, it is easy to use, and most would argue that it's just as easy as Shopify. If you've already got a WordPress website, then WooCommerce would be simple to set up. However, without an existing site, there's one hurdle you'll hit if you don't have much technology know-how. As it's a WordPress plugin, you not only need to set up WooCommerce, but you'll need to purchase a domain, sign up for hosting, set up WordPress with a theme, then you can finally add the WooCommerce plugin. This is all before you can even start adding products to your store or can actually set everything up. While this differs from the easy one-button sign up required for Shopify, once you've got the above steps nailed, WooCommerce is just as intuitive and simple to operate. Both platforms are designed to make your life as easy as possible. They're purposely designed for people with little to no experience in the e-commerce world. If we overlook the setup for a moment, it really is hard to differentiate both platforms. Even their interfaces look and feel really similar. If you've got someone with the knowledge of WordPress and development, you shouldn't have too many issues. But for someone just starting out from scratch, then the obvious choice we would recommend is Shopify. So if you found this video helpful, feel free to share it with someone that you know that needs a hand with an e-commerce platform. You can also subscribe to our blog where you'll find a bunch more tools, tips, and templates to help you find, sell, and keep your people just like Neighbourhood does. And that's it from me. Happy marketing.